Okay, I want to give you my honest assessment of this place. The food is delicious. The alcohol is never ending. The wait staff is most excellent. For the most part, people at reception are friendly, a little harried though. They seem to always be getting people in, and so they have to rush. Now, I watched a video of this, and it looks like the very same position that I'm sitting in. That the cons of this place, for me, I would never come back here again, outweigh the pros. First of all, I think it should really be labeled a 2 to 3 star. There are a lot of things hidden that are wrong. Most people don't care about TV, but I'm a solo traveler, and I don't want to spend the whole day sitting in the sun. So I come in the room and want to look at the news or something and relax. I can't do that here because I get analog. And clearly it said on the papers, and I will be saying this to the armed forces people, that this is a lie, that there was no bathrobes. In the first room, when I first got here, the reception, I went up to the desk, that all went smoothly. And then the lady pulls out a map. And then she circles and says, your room is that way. Okay, so I start heading that way. So the original room said 316. So when I get to the building, I'm assuming that the 3 would be for the 3rd floor. So I get in the elevator and go up to the 3rd floor, and there's no room by that number. So I come back down, and then I happen to run into a cleaning staff and asked her, because the room actually all of these rooms start with 0. So it was actually 0316, which they did not bother to put on the card, because then I would have gone there first. Okay, so when I entered the room, there was no blankets. And I did finally go, and I had to ask twice to get a blanket because it gets chilly here in this room at night. And finally, 6-7 hours later, the blanket appears. So then the commode wasn't working. So the next morning, I go back and the commode still isn't working. And I said, look, we got to do something about this. So very graciously, they changed my room. But this time now I have a better idea about the room situation. So they give me a new room. When I came in, the housekeeping was finishing up. The young lady did a great job. She does a great job for me here. She cleans the plates nicely. So no complaints to her. Kudos to her. Then I get here, so there was a blanket, but there was no robe. And I brought my own Dove soap with me, and I left it in the other room, and so I'm forced to use the hotel soap, which to me isn't very good. I don't feel as clean, but that's petty. It's like, this is like gilded. On the outside, it looks fabulous. The staff is cleaning, painting, doing all kinds of things all the time. But I think the buildings themselves and the infrastructure of the buildings is what is sort of weak, because I had the exact same toilet issue in this building as I had in the last building. But this time what I did is I pulled out my Google Translator, walked up there, showed them and explained. They had given me a remote control because when I first got here the first night, there was no remote. So that was the issue in this room. And I know these are petty sort of gripes, but I paid a good penny to come here. And I mean, if this is something, what I'm saying is bothering you, please feel free to move on to somewhere else. But I mean, I'm giving you my honest appraisal of RIU Republica. I think if you come here to drink, I mean, the room is well stocked. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I don't drink that kind of liquor. If I drink anything, it's a kind of beer, but I don't drink that hard liquor. And that's all they got basically. And they've got beer in the refrigerator that they will replenish every 2 days. So I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, if you notice the bathroom, this is not working, there. So that room there, right there, is a bathroom. And if you're not very comfortable with somebody traveling with you, because when you're in it, you can see your whole silhouette. You can see everything. So just know that. But it's kind of novel and fun, I think. So I'm trying to think, are there any other things that I want to add to this? Oh, the other thing is tipping. Everybody seems to want to tip, and I understand that the poverty level in this country is really bad. But at least, unlike in Egypt, where the people were aggressive and would come and try to push things in your face, none of that's happened here. So at least not yet. I go to Santo Domingo tomorrow, so I'll know tomorrow. But this is more of a review of RIU Republica. Oh, the food. I went to one of the first nights I went to this Hotel Mango, which is in fact now right across from where I live. And I got a hamburger. First time I got there at 6. So they told me that if you get there on time, it's first come, first serve. So I got there at 6:30. I had to get a reservation for 8:30. So he puts a piece of paper and has 8:30 on it. So I leave and come back at 8:30. And when I get there, the service again was excellent, except I got a hamburger steak or hamburger, and it was cold. It was really cold. The only thing that was warm was these like French fry potato wedges. That was the only thing that was warm. Everything else was cold. I mean, I really couldn't eat it because I don't like eating cold food. So that was really bad. So I've gone to the main restaurant, and there the food has always been warm. The food has always been good. I've always posted my food. So if I post it, I'm telling you it was good. So, but other than that, I can't think of anything else that I find. There's a lot of negative. Like I say, it's the underpinnings that bother me more than anything else. Don't tell me you're going to give me a robe, and there's no robe there. I care less about a hair dryer, So I think they offered you a lot, and I'll repost that picture of what the amenities were, because that didn't happen. And like I say, satellite TV did not happen. So I don't know if they're having money problems. I can't tell, because there are a lot of people coming here. And things are, you pay mostly, basically I paid everything I paid for so far is in dollars. So to me, it's not a 1-for-1, but they act like it's a 1-for-1. So, and things are very pricey. So I think all in all, I would give the RIU Republica 2 stars, maybe 2.5 for effort, because of the staff, because they have been phenomenal. It's just that I think the facilities are needing the repair. Oh, and this one other thing while I think of it, 3 or 4 times in a night, my toilet flushes itself. I hear that, and a couple of times it's waking me, but I realize what it is to go back to sleep. So they need to do some fixing here, and not just the cosmetics on the outside, because cosmetically, whoa, when I first got here, whoa, but when you get inside, not as good. Hope not to be, I don't want this to be a rant, so like I say, there are a lot of positives about RIU Republica, but then for me, the negatives for the amount of money that I paid downplays what I got.